What's going on, y'all? This Elder Electrician back at it with another one. If you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe and share this with somebody else that you think it may help out. Because the end goal is to help men and women come together, marry each other, and have families, strong, healthy families. That's the end goal, okay? So while people might see the title and think, oh, I'm here to bash women, that's not the case. All right, I'm here to help women and I'm here to help men so that we can be together. I believe that men and women are better together. Now, the main reasons why modern women are single today, okay? The number one reason, poor selection criteria. Poor selection criteria. Oftentimes you hear a lot of women say, oh, we ain't got no good men. Where are the good men at? And all this, that, and the other. The fact is that there's a plethora of good men out there, but these men are invisible to most women. Why? Because there's a saying, and it rings true. Nice guys finish last. That's a saying for a reason. Somebody didn't just make that up and it catch on for no reason. There's a saying for that because nice guys finish last. Why? Okay, women, their sin nature within them makes them sexually attracted to bad guys. That guy with the tattoos, with that guy that might have been in and out of jail, that guy that got a past, that got a history with him, or even he might even still be in it. A lot of women tend to go for those guys, that's laden with a bunch of profanity and all of that, that don't really treat women the best. But for some reason, they keep getting them and getting them and getting them. And what'll happen is a lot of women will tell you, oh, well, he wasn't like that at first and all of that. Okay, we'll give you one. We might even give you two, but three, four, five relationships over and over and over with bad guys. Come on now, it's because you're picking them. You're picking them. Okay, that guy that's got the good honest job, that's doing his thing, that what women might call boring, that's actually the guy that you probably should be talking to instead of the guy that's out there running around in the streets, don't come home every night, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm talking about. Bad selection criteria. Okay, and women will say, oh, they got food. Okay, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. If it's a habit, if it's two, three times, if it keeps happening over and over again, that's because you are choosing bad men over and over again, and you need to learn how to read the red flags. Or if you do know how to read the red flags, you need to obey and heed to the red flags instead of going through that honeymoon phase or thinking that you can change a man and all of that. You can't. Okay, you're not going to be able to change no man. Okay, um, even God wasn't able to. He can if he want to, but that's not the way that he designed it. Even God, when he came and gave his son, didn't change no man. Okay, so there has to be something that the person wants within themselves and can come to God to allow him to do that. But if Jesus Christ couldn't come to the world and preach goodness into the world, and everybody just do the right thing, what makes you think that you're going to do that to your man? Not going to happen. Stop picking bad men. Number two is, let me see. Number two is that when modern women are often these days just too masculine. Okay, a complaint that a lot of men have is that women these days are too manly, they too masculine, they got an attitude, they more thugged out than the thugs. They all rah rah and bucking at them and stuff. Look, no man wants to go wake up every day, go out into the world, deal with the hardships of the world, and then come back home and deal with the hardships and gangster attitude from that woman. It's just no, no, no. Guys are choosing not to deal with it. A lot of women say, "Oh, you can't handle me. Men are intimidated by me." No, a grown man is not intimidated by a woman. Okay, it's just not. She's just not. The thing is, you need to look at yourself. See, are you always getting into arguments with guys? Are you always arguing with the men that you date? If so, the problem is probably you, especially if it's happening with multiple men, different men, same situation. It's probably you. Okay. men don't like masculine women. Okay, it's okay. Like we like women that's nurturing, that want to be mothers, that want to take care of the children, they like to cook and clean. But that's notice that was not what I said at first. All right, there's other things that come along with that. There's a lot of other things that come along with that. But we like feminine women. So a woman that wanna always talking about work when she out of work and all of that and stuff, and like guys don't want to hear about your job when you're off. Like if you calling him while you at work and hey babe, this just happened. Oh, I got this promotion and all that. That's one thing, but like the masculine, you got to be able to and and a lot of women say that they can turn it off. They can't. That's cap. Um, if you're masculine, you're masculine, and that's something that you're gonna have to work with on your own, or work with within yourself to change. Okay, and then also another reason is promiscuous women. Okay, nowadays women are more promiscuous than ever. I know I'm not going to put nobody out there, but I know even within the church, the women are having sex. Okay, it's hard to find a virgin even in church these days. Okay, they might have over 10 bodies. I'm just being 100 now. And then like men don't like promiscuous women. They like, oh, you slept with him too. Oh shucks, dang. Like like, so women will lie about it, or and all of that. But men do care about body counts. Most men do care about body counts. If not this, probably because they got racking up bodies too. But men do care about body counts. And then also that leads into the next reason, fourth reason, which is infidelity. Okay, uh, 1 out of every 4 women admit to cheating, so that doesn't even count the women that ain't admitting to it. You know what I'm saying? So if 1 out of 4 admitting, how many are actually doing it? You know what I'm saying? And it's almost equal to men. Like 1 out of every 3 men, almost 1 out of every 3 men cheat, and 1 out of every 4 women cheat. So and the thing is, if you had more than 3 sexual partners, that's one big reason why I say body count matters a lot. Because if they had 3 or more sexual partners, while you're choosing as a man, just be aware that she's more likely to cheat on you if she had more than 3 sexual partners. So if you got suspicions or evidence that she cheating, and she had 9 times out of 10 she didn't slept with more than 3 guys, and but that's what guys are like. Oh, well, you got all these bodies. Like I want to give you something that you never experienced before. Something from a different angle, and they can't do that to somebody that has slept with 10, 20, 30 guys, whatever. And the last reason is, or the fourth reason, major reason, I'm sorry, fifth major reason is children. I know that a lot of you women out here that have children have had difficulty either keeping a man, getting a man, or you can get a man because you got that small waist and that big booty, or you got the boobs going on, whatever the case may be. You can attract a man because you look good physically, but those kids, like, this is what I'll say. A lot of women will probably push back against that, but I'm gonna tell you this: women themselves will say this, that they ain't putting no man over that kid, and just by default, because you put your children over the relationship, by default, the relationship is doomed by default, because you yourself says that you're not gonna put no child over no man. So by default, you're going to struggle in relationships because your child is your number one man, or those children, their son is your number one man. Their daughter that's your number one. That's your number one boo thing in the world. And it's going to, a man probably won't admit to it, but it's going to affect the quality of that relationship. It will. It will. And that's not even getting to can he discipline the child and all of this, that, and the other. Finances and all of that. I ain't even gotten into all of that, because women will say, oh, I could take care of my kid. Yeah, let me come in there with a pizza and a 2 liter. I bet you're going to have a whole attitude if I don't get that child a slice and a cup of soda. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of things that go into it that men are just like, you know what? I'm not dealing with it no more. And that's why so many of these women are single today. God bless. Like, subscribe. Have a good one.